Welcome to our new video of CapCut. In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how you'll be able to make a Facebook video edit just by using CapCut. So without any further ado, let's just hop on to opening up CapCut on our device. As you can see on my screen that I have CapCut opened up. So I'm going to do is just create myself a new project and import all of the things which I need. So as all of them has been opened up, I'm going to be using all of these videos to get different, scenes from each and every one of them. And I'm also going to be getting a couple of other texts which I'll be using. So make sure to follow these steps, and this is going to be very simple. Just make sure you're connected in the meanwhile. First off, I'm going to do is going to be taking a couple of these or this video only. And I'm going to be making a couple of these text, layers. So I'm going to do is going to be putting in my text. Let's start. Start our journey. I'm going to go to text to speech, steady mail, start reading. There we go. I'm going to keep adding my default text. With various landscapes. There we go. I'm going to reduce the font size just a bit. And I'm going to go off the text to speech, steady mail, and then start reading. Also going to reduce that size. I'm going to remove the right side. I'm going to go off the import, and then I'm going to apply different video. So from here, I'm going to do is going to be putting in another text over here. Click on text, default text, various landscapes. What do we need in life? Got the text to speech, steady mail, start reading. I'm going to type in here. Preps. Click on that text to speech, steady mail, and start reading again, and adjust up that text. I'm going to have 2 of these texts on each and every one of them. I'm going to take it a bit on the left side, select all of them together, a bit of the gap so that we get the transition. And obviously I'm going to do is apply in a bit of that fade in effect so that it just looks a bit better. What I'm going to do is going to go off the import again, and then I'm going to do is just import the other one. You can see this, apply it, and then I'm going to go off the text again, apply my own text, 2 at a time. Happiness and trips. Night views. Click on text to speech, steady mail, start reading again. Do the same step on each and every one. There we go. Change of tastes. Click on text to speech, steady mail, start reading. And then just adjust your text according to, where you keep, your text layer and also your voice layer at the same time. And if you see that, you cannot adjust your text, properly, you can just increase the size of, your viewing angle and then remove the parts which you do not need. Select on the part, make sure that the magnet is not turned on, and then adjust it. Now I'm going to be applying my last text or the last media, which I'm going to be using the same one over here. And I'm going to be just changing from this part over here. Removed. There we go. So I'm going to do is just remove this part, and then I'm going to do is just apply my last text media. Apply more text layers, 2 of them at least. As I have 2 of them, I'm going to be typing in start loading now. Go off the text to speech, steady mail, start, and apply the last one. I'm going to be clicking or keeping the header playhead, and then I'm going to just type in invests on GTG. So there we go. Text to speech, steady, over here, perfect. And now as I'm done with every one of them, just apply the fade in and out effect on each and every one. Fade in. And obviously you're going to do is just use a bit of, background music. So don't worry. I'm going to apply the fade in and also the out. Perfect. Out and also in. And the last one over here, I'm going to apply the fade in and the fade out at the same time. So as I've applied in our normal transitions, which will make our video look a lot more better, then we have to use our time frames to, adjust, our steps or adjust the way we scale our video. Now from here, I'm going to be starting to apply my transitions. So go off the transitions and find out the one which you actually need to use. So I'm going to do is apply dissolve on each and every one. So I'm going to do is just apply the same thing so that it just looks subtle on each and every one of these tracks. So as I have subtle, let me just play it. You can see this is how it looks like. What I'm going to do is going to be applying a bit more of graphics. So I'm going to do is just, make a split over here. And I'm going to do is just use my time frames to adjust myself a new resolution or a new scale. So what I'm going to do is going to be starting off from this part, and then I'm going to do is start applying my keyframes. So I'm going to apply my keyframe over here, and right over here I want it to adjust itself to be a bit bigger. There we go. And by the end I want it all zoomed in. Now let's take a look how it looks like.
What do we need in life? Happiness.
If it's too fast, just make sure to, keep it slower.
What do we need in
Now,
life? Happiness.
get a preview.
What do we need in life? Happiness. And
There we go. Now you can adjust it the way you need it to be. Now what I'm going to do is going to be making myself a split over here. So press on Control B, or just press on B and then cut out that part. So as I have 2 of these parts right now, what I'm going to do is going to be fixing in my positions. So what I'm going to do is going to be increasing the position over here. What I'm going to do is going to be clicking on this part. So if you think that you actually want that angle, just make sure to apply in a bit of keyframe. So I'm going to press on Control Z to undo the process over here. And then you're going to do is just put in the keyframe. So here on rotation, I'm going to do is just apply this keyframe over here. And by this, I want it to rotate just a bit. And I'm going to do is just apply in a bit of scale too at the same time.
Night views, change of taste. Start living now. Invest on GT.
Now as I have it, I'm going to go off to animation, fade out, adjust it.
Invest on GTG.
There we go. So now it's visible. So what I can do is just go off to any of our browser which I have. And now you can see that I have Pixabay opened up. Now from here, I want something motivational or energetic. So let's just go off to motivational or energetic, or let's say inspiration. So from here, I'm going to do is just download any one of them. And it will start downloading on my background. And after I'm done downloading it, what I can do is just import it on CapCut. So just make sure that you're connected to the internet most of the time so that you get most of the functionality, even though the presets, okay? So what I'm going to do from over here is go off to import and click on import. And there we go. We have this. And then I'm going to do is just apply it on my track over here and remove out the parts which I do not need. So click on this track over here. Make sure that the playhead is on the part from where you don't need it anymore. So there we go. It's perfect.
You
can try playing it.
With various landscapes. What do we need in life? Happiness and trips. Night views, change of taste. Start living now. Invest on GTG.
So there we go. We have our Facebook video edits. Now these are basically very simple, but if you have like new ideas, if you have more creativity, then do not hesitate to try and apply it on your videos. So, it just depends on what type of result or outcome you want in the end. So hope you understood about everything, and you will basically see that all of them are quite the same. It just depends on how you make it. So thank you for watching this video up till the very end, and now let's move on to our next lesson of CapCut.